7-4. So hopefully Jake Jewell can get out and get going here, and he did with a nice takedown here. He'll take a quick lead, 2-0, 129. And Stroman is very, very tough on top. He is a grinder with the legs, so this works well for Jake Jewell, as we know how tough Jake is on his feet. So this will be a good match for Jake to wrestle where his strength is, and hopefully he can play the takedown derby with Stroman. 2-0 lead inside wrist on the left, half Nelson on the right by Jewell, trying to knock Stroman off his base. Stroman's got a left elbow tape, the right elbow tape, maybe a hyperextension there. So we'll see what Jewell's going to work the left side with an inside wrist and a half Nelson on the right. And Stroman's going to find the edge of the mat. Richard's going to let him wrestle there for a few minutes and then pull him back inside.
Like to see Jake Jewell, as quickly as that first takedown was, maybe, go back to his feet, because Jake Jewell's very tough on his feet, and we've seen that all year. As he's going to kind of let Stroman come up, he's going to try for that whip over. So I like Jake Jewell right there, but Stroman doing a good job of facing out here, as Jewell's not going to give up on it, and he's going to try to turn Stroman to his back.
Well, he's got him going to his back. He's got a reverse half Nelson in on Stroman. Like to see him tee out. He stepped over the legs of Stroman. Now he's going to kick out the legs and go chest to chest. Stroman trying to bench press Jewell off of him. 22 seconds left to go. We'll see if Jake Jewell can end this thing right here. Put an exclamation point on that senior season. Referee looking close. Stroman in a high bridge. Jewell, 12 seconds left to go. Now Jewell steps over the leg. Maybe a double spur coming by Jake Jewell, and Stroman's going to roll through in a half Nelson now by Jewell with 1 second left. 3-point move, but that's a good start for the senior from Independence.
And Coy Russell is going to be called up on mat number 5 at 170 pounds, taking on, as we mentioned, Connor Shaw from Garner Hayfield, and that was Nicholas Holt's semifinal opponent last night, a match that Holt won 2-1, as Coy Russell coming to the mat at mat number 5.
And he'll have to really get going on that. You want to spy that, Jamie? I'll stay with Jake Jewell if you guys want to spy Coy Russell. Jewell up 5-0, 145 and counting. Second period, his choice. He's going to go neutral. And again, wise choice, not going down underneath the tilt happy Stroman. 136 and counting, neutral position. Long single shot by Stroman. Snap and spin, go behind by Jewell, and Jewell takes a takedown into the second period. Ups his lead now to 7-0, and riding tough is the senior from Independence.
As Russell and Shaw underway on mat number 5. As we saw that match with Nicholas Holt last night between Connor and Shaw. That was a Connor Shaw 1-0 lead until, as he got away from Nick Holt in the second period, Holt chose down in the third and picked up a 2-point reversal with 9 seconds left, right near the end of the match, and won that match 2-1. Here's Shaw in on an outside single attempt on Russell. Russell's going to fight it off. Collar tie on the right side by Coy Russell. As both wrestlers locked up in a collar tie, as now Russell breaks free, and a 2-on-1 on the wrist by Shaw, and he's going to shoot in on a double leg, and he's going to take Coy Russell down to the mat for a 2-point takedown, 2-0. Connor Shaw, minute left to go in this first period.
And Jake Jewell with a snap and spin on Josh Stroman. He's going to pick up another 2-point takedown, making it 9-1 with 12 seconds left to go in the second period. Now a tilt by Jewell gets a 1,001 count as Stroman rolls through. Again, 5 seconds left to go in the second period.
As back to action here, Coy Russell up to his feet, and Shaw's going to drive him out of bounds right into the West Delaware cheerleaders there. Sitting next to Coach Voss and Coach Payton in the corner. 55 seconds left to go here in this first period.
Jewell and Stroman back to neutral. Tell you what, Kelly by Stroman, and Jewell almost threw him to his back. Stroman had to readjust himself. Stroman now trying to hit Jewell with the Kelly. Jewell's going to snap and spin. There's another 2-point takedown, 11-1. So Jake Jewell getting the job done here. And again, just as we said, we're seeing a takedown clinic here by Jake Jewell. A lot of offense in those quick, happy feet.
There's a barm across the back by Connor Shaw, and Coy Russell. He's going to turn it in to a chicken wing on the left side of Russell. He's going to try to bump Russell forward. 20 seconds left to go. Thought Russell just about went to his back there. As a half Nelson on the right side now. Shaw's going to lose the chicken wing on the left of Russell, and they go out of bounds. 10 seconds left to go. It's 2-0 in favor of Connor Shaw from Garner Hayfield.
Well, there's a double underhook by Stroman as he attacks Jewell, and Jewell's got to put his forehead right in the sternum of Stroman to block him off, and they go off the edge of the mat. Long shot by Jewell to start on the restart. 59 seconds, a double leg by Jewell. Kicks his head to the outside, drives across Stroman, picks up a 2-point takedown. It's 13-2 with 45 seconds left to go in the match.
5 seconds left to go first period. Coy Russell still trailing 2-0, and that's going to do it for our first period. As to start the second, it'll be Russell's choice. He's going to defer over, or he's going to go down, as Coach Payton tells him to go down right away here in this second period, as he's going to get a fresh start. Like to see him pop up right away here for Coy Russell.
And Jamie, that's a nice tilt by Jake Jewell for 3, and that's going to be a 17-2 Tech ball by Jake Jewell, and what a way to go out. He's going to take that 7th place medal home with him. He will go 1, 2, 3. He will be 3-2 in his tournament. He'll finish out his senior campaign at 47-7. What a year for Jake Jewell.
Chicken wing on the left side here by Shaw as he's got Coy Russell down on the mat. Trying to turn Russell over. And they're going to go out of bounds once again. Minute 40 left to go. Second period. Coy Russell still underneath, still trailing 2-0 here in the second period in the 5th place match at 170 pounds. Congratulations to Jake Jewell on his 7th place finish here at the state meet at 160 pounds. Coy Russell up to his feet, just about broke the hands and the grip of Connor Shaw, but Shaw dives in on a double leg and drives Russell out of bounds with 1:35 left to go in the second period. As again, wrestling here in the 5th place match at 170. Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to have the McMillan cousins wrestling for 7th place at 195 and 220. Matt McMillan from Independence at 195 wrestling for 7th. Travis McMillan from Oline wrestling for 7th at 220. As again, Russell quickly to his feet. Shaw just running him out of bounds here, as there's a minute and a half left. Just 5 seconds gone there as Russell quickly pops back up to his feet. Shaw's going to break him down, a chop of the right side. Now he's going to go to work on the left side of Coy Russell. He's working to get that bar arm out across the back of Coy Russell once again, as Russell has had a hard time keeping Shaw from getting that bar arm. He's going to try to lock up a farmer. He's got the arm scooped of Coy Russell. Russell flat out on the mat as Shaw trying to turn him over, get that bar arm locked back up. And now he's just going to take that bar arm across the back on the right side. He's got Russell on his back. Looking for the fall is Connor Shaw, and there it is. 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Connor Shaw from Garner Hayfield is going to win that match. It's 3:06 over Coy Russell. So Coy Russell will end his senior campaign here for West Delaware in 6th place, but great job by Coy Russell. You know, he lost that first round match, came back and won two matches in a row, and then lost in the consolation semis, and then lost for 5th and 6th. But a great effort by Coy Russell to get himself on the award stand here in his senior season.
That's right, Jamie. That was the 6th match, Coy Russell, of the state meet, and he's going to finish his senior year 13-6. He's going to take a state place medal home. Last year he came down and went 1-2 here. And Jamie, you know as well as I do, it's hard to repeat. It's hard to get back here again. But better yet, it's more difficult to take a medal home.
As it's time for the McMillan cousins to take the mat, is wrestling up on mat number 6. It's going to be Matt McMillan from Independence at 195, wrestling for 7th place against Zach Hagstrom from Glenwood.
Well, let's get the skinny on Hagstrom here. He's a junior, and he's 41-10.
And over on mat number 1, we're going to have Travis McMillan taking on Co Keith of Sioux Center for 7th place at 220.
And I don't think there's any taller wrestlers than O'Keefe.
And here's Travis McMillan in on a high crotch attempt, trying to double it off, and Keefe is going to fight it off. You got to keep driving here if you're Travis McMillan, as they're just underway first period, and McMillan quickly out. He's going to switch legs and go to the right side of O'Keefe now, still trying to drive, but that long leverage, the leverage there by O'Keefe making it very difficult, and now McMillan is going to come up to a body lock, and we're back to our feet with Travis McMillan. Travis trying to drop down onto a leg, and O'Keefe just with that whizzer just whips him right down to the mat as they're still fighting, and now Keefe is going to stand up and face McMillan, and they're going to go out of bounds. 1:21 left to go first period.
Jamie Hagstrom was in on a single and a hard whizzer down block by McMillan, by Matt McMillan, earned a stalemate, so they're going to go back to neutral with 20 seconds left to go the first period. It's 0-0. Again, Matt McMillan taking on Zach Hagstrom for 7th and 8th place. 10 seconds left to go. Collar tie by McMillan. Matt McMillan. A 2-on-1 rush and tie by Hagstrom has got McMillan just a little bit out of position. McMillan over the top of Hagstrom's head. Sags on him, and first period over 0-0.
Here's Travis McMillan back in on a shot here. 45 seconds left to go first period. And again, that long, tall body of O'Keefe is making it very difficult as McMillan's going to try to double off now. O'Keefe is just going to bull rush over him, and they're going to go out of bounds. 32 seconds left to go in the first period. Still scoreless with Travis McMillan of Oelwein and O'Keefe of Sioux Center.
Hagstrom's choice, he's going to choose down to start the second period, and Matt McMillan has a nice tight waist, and he's working his way up the body for a double inside wrist. Now hard crossface by McMillan. Double inside wrist, back to double inside wrist as McMillan's applying a lot of forward pressure to the shoulders and arms of Zach Hagstrom. 135 and counting. McMillan up on top doing a great job. He's got a Hagstrom belly down flat. He's going to have to get out to the side. Our officials looking close and watching McMillan ride Hagstrom. Inside wrist now, McMillan on the right by Matt McMillan on the right. Now he switches over to a 2-on-1 on the left. He's got a Hagstrom belly down. Our referee talking to him about getting off to the side.
Travis McMillan and O'Keefe go out of bounds once again. I think that's the fourth time they've gone out of bounds here. Still 12 seconds left to go in this first period. And another shot attempt by Travis McMillan. And it looks like that's how our first period is going to end. Scoreless between Travis McMillan and O'Keefe, 7th place at 220 pounds.
Well, these guys, Hagstrom belly down now. He's up to all fours. One of these guys has got to be warned for stalling. McMillan's working the 2-on-1s and inside wrist. Now a tilt by Matt McMillan. Got a 1,001 count. Oh, now he's got a tilt. He's got a Hagstrom in a tilt. Nice tilt as Matt McMillan's got Hagstrom loaded up for 2, maybe 3. We'll see. Nice job there, Zach, by Matt McMillan. Opportunistic there.
Yeah, did a nice job of getting that easy cheek tilt right there. Working that 2-on-1, and he just tilted to the side and started to get some back points.
Travis McMillan's going to go down to start the second period. O'Keefe riding the left side of McMillan. He's going to try to get a bar arm on the right side. Reaches across, and I tell you what, just the length of O'Keefe makes it look so effortless, reaching across the body of Travis McMillan and pulling it back across the back. We're going to get a stalemate with 1:17 left to go here in this second period between Travis McMillan and O'Keefe at 2:20.
Jamie, I was down on the mat. I think O'Keefe's about 6'5". Unbelievable to wrestle with that much length. All right, starting the third period, Matt McMillan up 2-0. He's going to go down.
Switch attempt over here by Travis McMillan. O'Keefe caught him on his back momentarily. No near fall, but McMillan choosing down here to start the second is going to have to get going. A tilt attempt now by O'Keefe, and our official looking close as if McMillan just about to go to his back, but we're going to get a stalemate with 54 seconds left to go in this second period.
Matt McMillan hits Hagstrom with a long switch to pick up another 2 points. It's now 4-0 in favor of the senior from Independence, trying to close out his senior campaign. He tilts Hagstrom. Hagstrom finds the edge of the mat, rolls off. We'll get a restart back in the middle with 1:16 left.
Still scoreless over here with O'Keefe and Travis McMillan. 35 seconds left to go second period as McMillan's head down on the mat as he's got to keep coming up. As O'Keefe is going to try to kick out that anchor on the left side of Travis McMillan. He's going to break McMillan back down to the mat. So McMillan flat out on the mat as Keith trying to work a chicken wing in on the right side of Travis with 10 seconds left to go here in this second period. So we could go to the third period scoreless here as now Keith has the chicken wing locked up. McMillan's going to break it, come to his feet. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left to go. No points. We're going to go to the third period scoreless.
Well, Matt McMillan had Hagstrom back in that tight waist tilt. He got 1,003-quarter count out of our official, but no back points. 31 seconds left to go. Matt McMillan is up on top, right in that inside wrist. I'll tell you what, it's been McMillan just grinding Hagstrom from the top. Hagstrom now in a stand-up. He's going to split the hands up. He's going to split the hands of McMillan and score one here. 4-1 with 16 seconds left. So Matt McMillan, no wrestler call for stalling. Now you got to hold your ground, tie up some hands, get a collar tie, and finish out your career.
Co Keith over here is going to choose down to start this third period. He's going to hit a switch on Travis McMillan. He's going to pick up a 2-point takedown, or a 2-point reversal. Had a half Nelson locked up, but McMillan bailed out, and he's underneath down 2-0 here with 1:20 left to go in this third period. So Travis McMillan going to have to get going here.
And Jamie, over on mat number 6, the last 5 seconds of the match, saw Matt McMillan hold his ground, and he's going to take a 4-1 win here. He'll take that 7th place medal back to Independence. 1, 2, 3, finished out his tournament at 3-2. His 3-4 day total down here, he was 3-0 at the duels. He was 6-2 down here this week. He's going to end his career at 52-6.
3-point near fall over here for Travis McMillan. With 45 seconds left to go in this third period, it's Co Keith with a leg in on the right side, and he's going to possibly pick up near fall points again as he's just, when McMillan's turning into him, Co Keith is just wrapping his arms around the backside and picking up near fall, but no near fall there as McMillan's going to come around with a 2-point reversal. 25 seconds left to go. Got to get a fresh start here. If you're Travis McMillan, you almost let him up and go back to work on your feet because he wasn't able to turn Co Keith to start this third period.
You guys have both wrestled tall people before. There's nothing more frustrating than think you got a point and that length, and they drape over the top of you and grab you, and very frustrating.
Certainly is. As cleaning up a little blood on the mat. We're back to action. 20 seconds left to go. Co Keith is up to his feet now. Here with 15 seconds left, McMillan's got to hurry as he trails 5-2. Now Co Keith is going to dive in on the legs. Comes up, dives in on the legs of McMillan. A whizzer by McMillan. And looks like that's how it's going to end. And Co Keith is going to take down Travis McMillan. No points. It's going to be, he's going to give him a 1-point escape, so it'll be 6-2. So Co Keith will win that match over Travis McMillan of Owine. And McMillan will finish the tournament in 8th place. But I tell you what, looking at the McMillans at 195 and 220, took very similar routes to where they were in that 7th place match. Both wrestlers lost their first round match, came back and won on the backside, then won another match on the backside, and then lost, and then both wrestled for 7th and 8th. So the two cousins, similar routes in this state tournament. Unfortunately for Travis McMillan, he finished in 8th place, but Matt McMillan finished in 7th place with that 4-1 win over Zach Hagstrom. So we'll take a quick break and come back and recap all of our area place winners right after this as you're listening to the state tournament coverage on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical, wishing all area athletes and coaching staff in tournament action continued success.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello appreciates all the hard work and dedication put forth in the classroom and in the gym. Best of luck to all area athletes in tournament play from your dairy experts. Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Reif Funeral Home is proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff and wish them continued success in tournament play. They realize the hard work and dedication it takes in the classroom and in the gym. Reif Funeral Home with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Epworth, and Cascade.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4brown.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Good luck to all the area athletes from Adams Family Furniture, downtown Independence. With over 42 years in the furniture business, you can shop quality brand names by Lazy Boy, Broyhill, Chromecraft, Peters Revington, plus many, many more. Shop Adams Family Furniture, downtown Independence, with free delivery, where they will never be undersold on like quality furniture.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Back into the state wrestling tournament as we have wrapped up all of our placing matches, and which means there is only one round left, and that is the championship round coming your way tonight. As we had our wrestlers in here this morning, Class 1A, 2A, and 3A. As what a round it was. We saw some highs, we saw some lows here this morning, but I tell you what, always some great wrestling. Always great wrestling here at the Wells Fargo Arena, and it continued here again in this placing match. In these placing matches, has had a lot of wrestlers do well. Had some wrestlers not get what they wanted, but I tell you what, they definitely gave everything they had here in these placing rounds, and gonna get their medals tonight and have all their hard work recognized tonight when they stand on the award stand. Let's take a look at our area place winners here. We start in Class 1A. It was Cody Cleve of Starmont going 1-1 on the day as he lost his consolation semifinal match 9-2 against Josh Tibbetts from Martinsdale St. Mary's. He then came back and won 8-7 over Logan Luchin of Don Bosco for 5th place. So Cody Cleve of Starmont, a 5th place finish here today. Also at 113 pounds, Brock Henderson from Northwind will wrestle in the championship match tonight against Jeremiah Colon of Mason City Newman Catholic. Bump up to weight class 182, and what a day and what a tournament for Alec McDowell as he goes 2-0 on the day as he won 9-3 in the consolation semis over Colton Massengale of BGM Brooklyn. He then won in the 3rd place match against Stephen Gregory from Trainer, 3-2 the final score. So Alec McDowell of Maquoketa Valley finishing in 3rd place today. And at heavyweight, heavyweight in Class 1A, we had an area matchup where 2 guys were covering. Of course, area is Kyler Schott. We've been asked to cover Brian Sadler this tournament, and we did that. They wrestled for 3rd and 4th as Schott went 2-0 on the day. He won by fall in the consolation semifinals over Michael Young of AGWSR. He then came back and won 8-2 against Brian Sadler of Jessup. So Schott finishes in 3rd place. Sadler from Jessup finishes in 4th place. In Class 2A, at 160 pounds, Jake Jewell from Independence wrestling one match today, and what a match it was. A 17-2 technical fall for Jake Jewell as he wins as he won over Josh Stroman from Algona. 17-2 tech fall, so Jake Jewell finishes his career at Independence with a 7th place finish here at the state meet. At 170 pounds, Coy Russell from West Delaware wrestled 2 matches and went 0-2 as he lost in the consolation semis 4-0 against Bailey Chima of South Tama. He then came back and lost by fall against Connor Shaw of Garner Hayfield in 3 minutes and 6 seconds. So Coy Russell finishes his career at West Delaware with a 6th place finish. Wrestling tonight at 170 pounds in the championship is Nick Holt from Independence, as he will be taking on top-ranked Chase Schiltz of Creston Orient Maxburg. At 195 pounds, 1 match today for Matt McMillan, and he made the most of it as the Independence senior finishes in 7th place, winning 4-1 in that 7th place match over Zach Hagstrom from Glenwood. And at 220, Travis McMillan of Oelwein also wrestled 1 match today as he lost in that 7th and 8th place match against Co Keefe of Sioux Center, 6-2 the final. So Travis McMillan of Independence finishes in 8th place. Class 3A, we had Dane Ganzen of Western Dubuque wrestling in 1 match today in the 7th and 8th place round. He lost that match by fall in 4 minutes and 30 seconds against Noah Carr from Valley West Des Moines. So Ganzen, the senior from the Western Dubuque, finishes his career with an 8th place finish here at the state meet. And coming up tonight at 182 pounds for Western Dubuque is Max Lyon, as he will be taking on Jameer Moore from Waverly Shell Rock in the final. And at heavyweight, Aaron Costello from Western Dubuque will be wrestling in the championship match against Gannon Grimmel of Dubuque Hempstead. We've mentioned 4 losses for Costello on the year. 3 of those have been at the hands of Gannon Grimmel. So another rematch between those two tonight. They wrestled last week in the district final. That was a Grimmel fall, and looking to try to turn the tables is Aaron Costello. But what a tournament it's been, guys. The area wrestlers have fought their way. The ones that placed, even some of the ones that, most of the ones that didn't place, they definitely came out and gave everything they had.
Well, yeah, that's the whole name of the game, Jamie. When you come down here, is you want to put your best foot forward, as they say, and you want to come out here and you've got goals set for yourself when you take when you step into the well. And sometimes it depends on that draw. We have some guys that had some tough draws, but that still didn't stop them from fighting. And that's the whole name of the game. You want to come down here, you want to fight, you want to give yourself a shot, give yourself a chance to advance. And our guys did that. Very proud of our area guys. We saw some great wrestling, and there's some coaches that ought to be extremely proud too, as they've seen their wrestlers fight and wrestle and scrap and bite and kick and whatever it takes down here. They've done it, and they perform very well.
Well, they certainly have. And Zach, you've been a part of this now. Now we go to turn our attention to the Grand March. You were a part of it for 4 years, and just a great honor to be out there and in front of everybody here, a televised audience, and an opportunity to be on the biggest stage in front of everybody and walk out and be rewarded for your hard work throughout the season.
Well, Jamie, it's an accomplishment. At the beginning of all this, these wrestlers might not think they accomplished much if they didn't reach the top step, but as soon as they see all these fans tonight applauding them, thanking them for the show that they have put on so far, they will feel accomplished there. It's just something that is very, very special, something they'll never forget. That music is just one of the things I put on my phone because it was something that I loved that happened every single time, and that's what I want to do, is reach the top step and continue to be a part of that Grand March because it is so special.
Absolutely. Well, we will be back with coverage of that tonight as we'll kind of set the table for you here. Starting at 5:45 is when the state gives out all of their awards, not to the wrestlers, but the Iowa Wrestling Coaches and Officials Association, the ISHADA, and the Iowa High School Athletic Association give out all their awards. Coach of the Year. Have you voted for that yet, Mr. Reed?
You betcha. Got it done.
All right. It's a big honor. I'm sure they know by now. We haven't heard, but Coach Cleary and his staff at Western Dubuque were nominated for the Northeast Iowa District in Class 3A. So hopefully we'll find out tonight whether or not they won that award or that honor or not of being the Coaches of the Year. So we'll have that. Any other ones from the area in Class 2A or 1A? All right, so they'll give out all those awards at 5:45, and then about 6 o'clock they will have the Grand March and the finals for all classes. And right after they do that Grand March, we will have a national anthem performer as Mariah Seeley from West Delaware will be singing the national anthem for the finals. Guys, that's one of the top honors for national anthem singers here at the state tournament.
Well, that's right. This is like the Hall of Fame for national anthem singers. Where else do you get to sing the national anthem in front of 15,000 people? And plus, tonight, they stagger the singers out, and each one gets a little bit better as we go through. And we've had some great singers to start the tournament on Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, and again tonight. That's a lot of fun. That's a big honor. You got to audition for that, and you get picked for it. It's not something that you just, hey, we want you to come down. You got to audition, and you got to get selected by the committee to sing down here in front of this crowd.
Absolutely, as not only the people here, but the people watching at home, as the finals televised. So big stage there for Mariah Seeley. We've heard her sing it at the West Delaware home meets, and I tell you what, it's going to be a great performance, but we'll broadcast that live for you here before our finals coverage here on KMCH. And, of course, we're going to have a wrestler up close to right away, as we're going to have Brock Henderson at 113 pounds up in the finals at 113 against Jeremiah Colon of Mason City Newman. And then we have a little bit of a break before Nick Holt at 170. So we'll be kind of scattered. I know John Swisher's got a basketball game on tonight. We'll try to squeeze that in between our matches, as that'll get underway at 7 o'clock with Western Dubuque girls basketball taking on Dubuque Wahlert in a Class 4A region. I didn't get the region semifinal. Regional semifinal. That'll be in Epworth. So that is not going to be John Swisher. That's Bill Logan and Rob Conrad with the call of that one. So we'll have that game for you. We'll have that coverage for you coming up here tonight. So we'll be back a little before 6 o'clock and have Mariah Seeley singing our national anthem. So you've been listening to the 2016 State Wrestling Championships along with Roger Reed and Zach McCool. I'm Jamie Vasky, and you've been listening to it on here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
For new construction, plumbing, and repairs, rely on John, owner of Hins Plumbing in Anamosa. Hins Plumbing is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. For your next